Join me in today's video where I'll be talking about the overwhelming and sometimes overcomplicated services Disney World offers and which ones I think are worth splurging on. If this is the first time you're seeing me, hi, I'm Samantha. My husband and I are Disney Vacation Club members, and we are fortunate enough to take our kids to Disney multiple times a year, so it is safe to say we have the Disney process down to a science. I have compiled a list of things that I'm willing to splurge on every time we go to Disney because it makes life more convenient. So if that sounds interesting to you, then just keep watching. Okay, so what is Genie Plus? Genie Plus is Disney's skip the line service that they offer. You pay for it each day, and essentially using your mobile app, you're able to go in at certain times and choose which rides you want, what they refer to as using lightning lanes. The lightning lane tells you to come back at a certain time, you go back on the ride, or you go back to the ride at that window of time that they've given you, and then you either have no wait at all or a very small wait. So it's a great way to get on lots of rides in a small amount of time. It's not a perfect system, but I think it is a convenient system. And if you're okay with the fact that you're going to spend a decent portion of your day on your phone, there are lots of ways you can kind of outsmart the system a little bit. And if you're interested in a video on that, let me know in the comments below and I'd be happy to really break it down. It's a bit of a complex process, but so worth it. And we're able to get on basically every single ride we want with relatively no wait. So Genie Plus will always be something I pay for every single trip. It's something that we budget for when we're planning our trips, and I just think it's well worth it. The next thing I am always willing to splurge on is a minivan. For those of you that don't know what the minivans are, it is a ride service. It's powered by Lyft, as in Lyft and Uber. So it's powered by Lyft. It's all done on the Lyft app, but it's specifically Disney employees that drive these really cute minivans that look like Minnie's cute, polka dotted costume that she wears. They are awesome because of two reasons in particular. One is if you are trying to get to Magic Kingdom and you are not staying at a resort that has either a monorail to the Magic Kingdom or a ferry to the Magic Kingdom or a boat ride to the Magic Kingdom, it is very hard to easily get to the Magic Kingdom. If you are driving there or if you are taking any other type of Lyft or Uber, those cars are going to drop you off at Disney's Transportation Center. From there, you have to park at the transportation center, and then you have to take a monorail to the Magic Kingdom. So all of this to say, it is a process to get to the Magic Kingdom, and you have to plan, you have to get up really early if you're wanting to rope drop and, park at the transportation center and then take a tram from your car to where you catch the monorail. And it's a whole thing. Okay. So if you take a minivan, the minivans drop you off literally at the front gate of the Magic Kingdom. It's amazing. Now I will say you can also take a bus from your resort to the Magic Kingdom, and those are also going to drop you off at the front gate. But keep in mind, there's lots of stops. You're on there with tons of other people. So that is why I am willing to splurge on the day that I'm going to Magic Kingdom, or multiple days if that's the case that I'm going to Magic Kingdom. I'm willing to splurge and spend sometimes $30 to $40 one way. They have car seats. It can carry lots of people, I think up to 6 passengers. And quite literally, it picks you up, it drops you off at the Magic Kingdom door, and when you're ready to be picked up that night, it's the same thing. You're not waiting in a crazy line to get back on a bus or a monorail. Is it something that's a little pricey? Yes, but I promise you, I think it is worth it, and I am very much willing to splurge on it. Okay, we are halfway through my list right now, but I wanted to take a quick break because if you like this content and you want to continue following along, I do videos on Disney World and other types of travel, beauty products, and just overall following me and my lifestyle. Be sure to click the subscribe button below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd love to have you as one of my virtual besties, and I'll also post my Instagram handle below so you can follow me on there as well. Another thing I'm willing to splurge on is to stay in a deluxe resort so that I can get extended evening hours at different parks. Okay, so hear me out here. If you're unfamiliar, there are 3 levels of Disney resorts. There's the value resorts, which are the least expensive, the moderate, which are right in the middle, and then the deluxe. Now, the deluxe can be incredibly expensive, but they get a really good perk. And one of the perks is that throughout the week, if you are staying at a deluxe resort, you get to stay in the parks for, I think now it's 2 hours after the park closes. But during that time, you can get on so many rides. A lot of the crowds have left, and it's just really fun. So if you don't want to splurge on a deluxe stay your entire trip, here's my hack. Book wherever you want to stay, whether it be off property or on property, maybe at a value or a moderate, something a little bit more budget friendly. And then whatever day you know, maybe like the Magic Kingdom is having extended hours for deluxe visitors, for people who are staying at deluxe resorts, book a reservation there that night. So then you're only paying for maybe one night at a deluxe resort, but that way you're getting the perk of staying at a deluxe resort without spending, without blowing your entire budget for that whole week. The other thing I want to mention about that is if you do decide to book a night or two at a deluxe resort, I do not recommend booking it directly through the Disney website because you're going to pay a lot more. Instead, what you can do is those deluxe resorts are often Disney Vacation Club resorts, and you can actually rent Disney Vacation Club points and reserve the rooms with those points, and you get it for a lot cheaper. This is very common practice, and as long as you're using a legitimate rental company, and I can link a few of them below, then it's super safe. It's, not risky. It's not a sketchy situation at all. So I highly recommend doing that. You can save anywhere from like $100 to $150 a night just renting DVC points versus booking it directly and paying cash through the Disney website. So I would recommend doing that when you're booking the reservation. The last thing I'm willing to splurge on at Disney World are character meals. So we have tried a lot of different character meals, and I'm going to be honest with you, most of the meals are not great quality food. They're certainly not the quality that you're going to find at other restaurants within the parks or on Disney property. However, what you are paying for is an experience to be able to sit at a table and have usually anywhere from 3 to 6 different characters come and greet you. I love to be able to do that because one, I love food and I love trying new places, but most importantly, I don't want to wait in line for 45 minutes for my daughter or my son to see Mickey Mouse when I could just book a reservation at a restaurant. I'm gonna have to eat anyway. So I'm gonna just have to pay a little bit more for it to be a character meal, and those characters can come to the table and I can get all the pictures I need, and you're getting multiple characters. So I think that is worth it. That is totally something I'm willing to splurge on every single time. Now, all of that to say, we do not do character meals every single trip we go on because sometimes my daughter or my son just don't need to, or they don't express much interest in doing a character meal on that trip. So sometimes we skip it. But if I feel that my daughter especially wants to meet a character or see a character, I'm not waiting in line to do it. I'm not gonna waste one of my Lightning Lanes or Genie Pluses on waiting in line. I'm just gonna book a dining reservation and see the character there. Okay, that concludes my list of things that I am willing to splurge on at Disney World. Now, that's not to say those are the only things I spend my money on at Disney World, because every single trip I feel like I'm just throwing my money away. But again, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe so you can be notified of future videos that I make. And if you also splurge on these things, leave me a comment below. I'd love to connect with you and hear about your upcoming trips. If you have questions or things that I didn't cover, please be sure to comment below, and I'll see you guys so soon. Bye. I could be wrong. You go into your, damn it.